Can't catch me. Can't catch me. Can't catch me.
Leave it all to me.
Cool it. Cha! Oh, coming through. Bam! Huh! Can't catch me.
Steady as stone. Rain outlines your fate.
Dodge this. Attaboy! Ha! 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 Cool it. Ha! Ha! It's showtime! Bam! Let's roll!
No, my sword!
Dodge this! Attaboy! Who wants some of this?
witness the power.
Oh, so sorry. Freeze! Attaboy! Can't catch me! Cool it! Oh, coming through! Can't catch me!
Ad Astra. Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
Alright, it's time for a snowball fight! You're never gonna win, though. Ooh. Can't catch me. Oh, I'm on a roll. Woohoo! The sky is clear and the sun is shining. Time to get the Yoni Kabuto out for some training. Come on, little guy, let's go.
Ad Astra Abyssos.
Arataki numero uno ito here in the flesh. Ha ha! Can't catch me.
Oh. Hello. Oh, I mean good fortune, right? I'm still learning to talk like a local. Is there anything I can help you with?
We wanted to ask, how do we get into INAZUMA?
Oh, so that's why you're here. Well, there is a way,
Great! We came to the right person!
but the chance of success is incredibly small.
Huh. Incredibly small? Then how did you get out of INAZUMA in the first place?
It was in leaving INAZUMA that I found out just how dangerous this method truly was. All I had to rely on was a little wooden raft that I'd put together myself. There was a storm raging ahead of me, and my pursuers were close on my tail. After I'd escaped their clutches, I floated on the open ocean for I don't know how many days. My rations and fresh water supplies soon ran out, and I remember getting to the point where I was sure I'd reached the end. Then, I blacked out. But, to my surprise, my journey didn't end there. Or to put it another way, that's right. I escaped by the skin of my teeth. The fact that I'm even alive to tell the tale must be a sign that the gods were watching over me.
What a horrible journey! And you said...
Well, because everything is just too restrictive over there. The atmosphere is so stifling. The Kanjo Commission subjects everyone leaving or entering the nation to a protracted approval process, and I felt like I didn't belong there.
Kanjo Commission? What's that?
Along with the other two commissions, they oversee everything in INAZUMA. We usually collectively refer to them as the Tri-Commission. I suppose they're equivalent to the 8 trades under the Liu Echising. One of the obligations of the Kanjo Commission is to conduct rigorous identity checks on all individuals leaving or entering INAZUMA. All non-nationals are processed centrally on Rito upon arrival. Meanwhile, the Tenryo Commission is responsible for implementing the recently promulgated Vision Hunt Decree. They act like the executive arm of the Raiden Shogun's rule, loyal, yet unfeeling. It doesn't feel good to speak ill of my home like this, but after spending so long under that oppressive atmosphere, I begin to lose all hope for the future. What I mean to say is, unless you have an extremely compelling reason to go to INAZUMA, you should abandon your plans of trying to get there. You should know that the sea around INAZUMA is engulfed in a perpetual tempest of wind and rain. Supposing you survived that, you would still need to get past the samurai guards that enforce the Sakoku Decree, the closed nation policy of INAZUMA. And even if you did manage to find a way, you'd still have to produce the necessary documentation at the Rito Center for processing Outlanders. Otherwise, you'd be kicked out immediately.
Seems like they really don't want anyone setting foot in INAZUMA.
They only set that up as a port to guarantee a supply of goods and information to the island. Most Outlanders would be unable to acquire the documentation needed. But if you really are set on going, there is one thing you could try.
The raft idea sounds a little on the dangerous side. Plus, Paimon would definitely get seasick.
That's not what I meant. You could ask someone from the Crux Fleet if they have some way of getting you to INAZUMA. They're well known in Liyue. Voyaging far and wide has made them a well-traveled group with a wide range of experiences. They may just know how to break through the storm.
You're right! Paimon's sure Beto of all people will be able to get us there. Her crew is super strong. But Paimon wonders if she'll be willing to take the risk.
The Alcor is the flagship of the Crux Fleet. I heard that it's currently anchored by Guyun's Stone Forest on a supply run. This might be your best chance.
Then there's no time to lose. Let's go find Captain Beto.
Don't underestimate the beetle. They can be some of the toughest little guys around. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Want to know what's on this beetle's diet? Sweat and tears, that's what. That's how it gets stronger. I think we can all learn something from that. Can't catch me. Can't catch me. money. Goodbye, working for a living. Can't catch me! I'm on a roll. Woohoo!
Stock of herbs is running a bit low.
Waves are as calm as always.
Oh, if it isn't the Traveler in Paimon. I knew you guys would come.
Paimon? What a fascinating being. You two give off not only the essence of wind and earth, but also of... yes, the stars.
Huh? The fragrance of what now? That's the weirdest compliment Paimon's ever heard.
Pay it no heed. I mean only to say I am certain that it is by fate, not chance alone, that we should meet. And that gives our encounter meaning.
You're not far off, but they go by a different name in Inazuma. I prefer other means of entertainment. This young man is Kaidahara Kazuha, a temporary addition to my crew for reasons I won't bore you with. Occasionally he opens his mouth and flowers come out instead of words.
With this fine ship and the soft sea breeze, would it not be romantically irresponsible of me not to acknowledge it with a line or two of poetry?
Well, I can't argue with that. Okay then. Once the clash is underway, I'll give you a chance to perform.
Only if the mood takes me, of course. Poetry for poetry's sake tends to lack meaning.
Hey, you don't want to pass this opportunity up too easily, especially seeing as our great hero here might be in attendance.
Oh, wait a minute. What's the clash? Also, just to clarify, by great hero, do you mean...
Huh? I thought you might be here to sign up. You're telling me you've never even heard of it? The Crux Clash is a martial arts tournament that I hold. There'll be a whole bunch of folks taking part to showcase their talents. There are two important rules. One, competitors must be renowned fighters. We want those with real martial arts ability, not just people taking part for the fun of it. So, you've got nothing to worry about there. I don't think there's anyone out there who hasn't heard of you. Two, you can't take part if you've got a vision. Otherwise, things get a little one-sided. You must be feeling confident, but you might want to watch out. There are a few crouching tigers and hidden dragons lurking around in Liyue. And with Liu as savior taking part in the tournament, now that's gonna turn a few heads. I think we can expect a healthy turnout this time.
But we didn't come here to take part in a martial arts tournament.
Well, before you dismiss the idea completely, you might be interested to hear that the prize this time round is particularly sought after. Get this. It's a masterless vision.
Supplied by myself, as a matter of fact. If the tournament champion can reawaken that vision, it belongs to them.
Is there really such thing as a masterless vision?
When a vision bearer dies, the light in their vision will fade away. But the shell that housed that light remains. As for whether this shell has any practical application, well, this remains to be seen. But my intuition tells me that while it remains in the world, it may just be possible for someone else to inherit it.
Yep, and the way I see it, a vision is a badge of recognition from the gods. So if anyone's able to rekindle it, it's gotta be an individual of exceptional strength and talent. Organizing the clash is my way of uncovering hidden talents. And hopefully this time, getting a vision to glow again. So if you don't have a vision, this is the perfect opportunity to get your hands on one of your very own.
Yeah, we're interested in getting to INAZUMA, not fighting in some tournament.
Inazuma? You want to go there?
Well, why didn't you say so? Inazuma, no sweat. In that case, if you win the tournament, I'll give you a choice. Masterless Vision, or a ticket to Inazuma aboard the Alcor. Up to you.
You just want him to take part in your tournament!
What's wrong with that? The more talent we have, the better the tournament will be. I couldn't let a competitor like you fall through the net.
What are we gonna do? Looks like we pretty much have to do this tournament if we...
Great. Then let's get you signed up. Head to the tournament arena in Guyun Stone Forest. Kazuha and I will be over soon.
It seems like it will only be a matter of time before the answer is revealed.
Can't catch me! Can't catch me!
Before we sign up, let's see who the other competitors are. Hello? Are you here to compete?
You bet I am. Have you put your names down yet? Well, I'd have a look at the entrance criteria. The Clash is a comprehensive Nobody wants...
Yeah, we...
Me? Only a former...
Uh-huh.
What? You... Not to mention, I've helped the Millilith catch treasure hoarders before. There were 2 of them trying to escape. I soon sorted them out. They tried to sneak past me under the cover of darkness. I planted a left hook on the skinnier one's face and sent him flying. Then, the big guy pulled out a knife. I stood my ground, of course. A roundhouse kick sent the blade hurtling into a beam above us. I told you. Unarmed, outnumbered 2 to 1, but I still got the upper hand. I'm not saying I came out completely unscathed, of course, but the fact remains that I did manage to subdue the both of them, and hand them over to the Millilith. I received quite the commendation.
Uh-huh. But for us, even 4 or 5 treasure hoarders at a time is all in a day's work. Alright, we're gonna...
I'll see you in the arena, but I don't plan on losing to a pair of children.
Are you here for the Crux Clash too?
That's right. Nothing beats real-life combat But this tournament is more than just a chance to put training into...
Exactly. With a vision, we...
This master of yours must be pretty incredible, huh? Are they someone famous?
Famous? He's the founder of the Lingshan clan, and his skills are unparalleled. Liang and I... You probably wouldn't have heard of it. It was founded quite recently. The clan is nowhere near as famous as the master himself. He's got to be a grand master or something. He's created many different styles of kung fu, and to the Lingshan clan, he teaches a special technique.
Force dispersal?
It's a type of breathing exercise where you can train yourself to harness the energy around you and neutralize attacks without moving an inch. For example, our master can use it to alter the path of an attacking fist, or change the direction of an incoming stone, all without breaking a sweat.
One time, he sent a challenger flying into the air without lifting a finger.
It sure is, but it's extremely difficult to cultivate this ability. We've been training for ages and we're still getting to grips with the very basics. There's no way we could use it proficiently yet.
We're clearly not that naturally gifted, or we would have at least gotten the gist by now. If we don't start making progress soon...
There's a tuition fee?
Of course! This is a Grand Master we're talking about here. He doesn't have time to waste. If you want...
But here we are, having trained under him directly all this time without even a hint of improvement. Master is getting increasingly impatient with us. Recently, though, we heard that a Vision Bearer joined the Guhua clan and made pretty much instant progress in their training.
So, if we can get our hands on a Vision too, maybe we can finally make our master proud.
Well, we have to try something new. Otherwise, we're stuck in the same situation.
Exactly. It can't hurt to try. And if it turns out it does work, the Lingshan clan will go down in history. Folks will come from far and wide. Heck, we could even become the dominant martial arts clan in all of Liyue.
See you in the arena.
Hey, youngster. Are you here for the Crux Clash, too? If so, seems I found myself another new adversary.
So you're also here for the tournament?
You better believe it. I wouldn't be here if I didn't think I could walk away as a champion. For me, obtaining a vision is the final and most No. It's not about what I want to do. This is about who I want to be. I am looking to become a perfect person. I know how that sounds, but let me explain. I've lived a successful life so far, without any setbacks. I've passed every exam I've ever taken, enjoyed numerous successful business. In most people's eyes, I am already the very embodiment of the perfect person. A vision.
You have so much self-confidence.
That's not important. I have a contact in the Crux fleet who was happy to vouch for me. So, I've also brought along a bit of an entourage for moral support. It's such a blessing, really, to... Of course, I also put in a few good days' practice, concentrating Ha! You don't mince your words, do you? The arena will be the judge. Now then, if you don't mind, I need to finish my pre-competition routine. It's not too long now before you'll get to...
So, to recap, we're up against an inflated ego, some gullible guys paying way too much...
Chink's a village arm wrestling champion, huh? Alright, you're... Next, please. What's your name? Wait, aren't you? Did I hear that right?
Is it really them?
Huh? Aren't they a vision bearer, though? Why are they trying to enter the clash?
I have to ask, aren't you the traveler that helped Liyue fight off that ancient god? Oh, it's really him!
The one that spoke with Lady Kuching at the rite of parting.
Oh, I wonder if I can get his autograph later.
I trust you are aware that, only those without visions can enter the tournament? Really? But from what I've heard, the things you're capable of in combat are nothing short of extraordinary.
Yep, he still doesn't have a vision, though. See for yourself.
My apologies. I didn't mean to be rude. I'm sure a great hero like yourself... it's just a formality for you, of course, but I have to make a record of competitors. So far, I've got defeated the ancient god Osile, so that's one. Do you have any others?
Yeah! Also, don't forget to mention that the previous battles include, but are not...
Whoa...
Might as well declare him the champion already.
I wonder if it's too late to withdraw.
Okay, that's plenty. Actually, this is the most dazzling track record I've ever seen. Right, your registration is complete. Now, a great hero such as yourself can surely only be here for one thing.
Oh, we're not here for that. We're here because Captain Beidou
There's another prize, too? Oh, first up...
Beidou must have upped the stakes this time to...
But why would anyone want to go somewhere as dangerous as INAZUMA?
I see. So, I take it you discussed your... Well, nobody expected you to sign up to a tournament like this. Anyway, the qualifying rounds are about to begin. I'll leave you to your preparation.
Hey, so... Paimon's thinking about that whole... Even though you don't have a vision, most people... So Paimon thinks you probably shouldn't use your elemental abilities during the tournament. You know, in any case, looking at the competition... Alright, it's showtime! You got this!
You seem like you're raring to go. Are you ready to compete? Good. Then please follow me into the arena.
Our next competitor is seen by many as the favorite to win this tournament. His first bout begins now!
You? You're the hero they're talking about?
What a strange guy. Why was he so confident to begin with? Well, now that we've won, let's go and see Beidou. She'll probably have something to say to us. Seems like you've got a pretty good chance of winning this thing.
I knew I would. So, what do you think, Kazuha?
Impressive. But I also observed our favorite exercise.
Well, I've fought my fair share of battles, but... So, come on. We all know you've got a wide vocabulary in there. Can't you spare a word or two to congratulate our up-and-coming champion?
All right. Let me think how to aptly phrase these words of praise. You fought well.
All right then. I was thinking your inner poet might want to join in the fun, but I guess I shouldn't put you on the spot like that. You know, a lot of competitors came to me saying how surprised, and since you signed up, we've had many others do the same, with more than a few top-tier fighters among... Well, since everyone... For one thing, we don't want you wasting all your energy in the early rounds fighting people who are well below... So, I'm putting you straight through to the semifinal.
Huh? But we only just started the qualifiers. Seems like a crazy system if we...
This is how Captain Beto works. Besides, at your level...
Huh. To be fair...
Alright, I'm gonna watch some more of the tournament. If there's any potential We're finally here, folks. The real show...
Your opponent has fought many rounds to get to the semi... You may well be stronger than him, but this should not give you cause to lower your guard. Very well. Show me that you are ready to push through the storm that lies ahead.
Alright, that's enough chit-chat for now. The audience is waiting. Go find the crew member that signed you up. She'll take you in...
Come on, let's go sign up.
Your opponent in the semifinals is new to the Crux class. I do not doubt your abilities, but I would suggest that...
Relax. My guy's at the top of his game. He ain't gonna lose.
Okay, follow me.
At last, the moment we've all been waiting for. The semifinals have begun. Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for. I'm sweating all over. It's a good feeling. Congratulations. I was beaten by the best. I need to train harder.
Right! For a moment there, Paimon was a little worried. If you had a vision, you'd definitely be one of the strongest around.
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid. People said that if you're strong enough, you'll have your chance to get one. But mine never came. I lost interest eventually. You can't depend on a vision like you can your own body. I've fought and won against vision bearers before. The power they have was given to them by the god.
Huh? You mean you didn't sign up to try and get your hands on that?
No, I didn't. I only wanted to pit myself against other fighters and see who was the strongest. Only in defeat can you understand your weaknesses and learn from them.
Wow! Now that's...
If you have the chance in the future, please come and spar with me again. I will be stronger next time.
By the way, do you know who else made it into the...
Whether they'll be as tough as me, I don't know. But what I have heard is that they're extremely quick. So don't get too cocky.
There he goes. Maybe we should ask around, see what we can find out about our opponent in the final round. Paimon thinks we might need to up our game a little.
Ah, it's you! I watched your match. I myself was eliminated.
Maybe next time, huh?
Why, yes. He's the same one who defeated me. He is a formidable opponent. I faltered for but a brief moment. Given my stature, I have no fear of squaring off with physically strong opponents. Still, I'm sure he'll be no match for you.
Hey there! Well, where did the other guy...
He tried to use force dispersal to deflect a punch. His opponent was pretty freaked out by it. He kept asking, "Why don't you dodge?" they ask. Because... Don't even get me started. I spent all my energy helping him get from here to the boat to take him back to the harbor. But I don't dare tell my master about this. Otherwise, I'd never hear the end of it. Sorry, I shouldn't be complaining in front of you like this. I'm afraid I'm still a bit out of sorts at the moment. so I probably won't be able to help you with whatever you were here to ask me about.
Oh, alright then. Hope your buddy makes a swift recovery. Hang in there.
Thanks, I'll do my best.
We still haven't got any useful information yet. Maybe we can go talk to...
You gave an outstanding performance. Truly commendable. I could sense that you're not familiar with bouts of this kind, but you were quick to adapt and managed to claim victory over your opponent. In fact, I discerned this not from what I saw, but what I heard.
He's right. I guess not using your elemental powers must be quite new for you, huh?
We wanted to ask about who our opponent will be in the final round.
Not exactly. Contenders that reach the finals aren't necessary. As for the guy you'll be facing, his skill lies in his speed, and he is superior. What's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off more than you can chew this time?
If that is the case, then I have a proposal for you. I haven't properly introduced myself yet. In the land of...
Yeah, we could tell that from your getup.
It is true that I am versed both in literary and martial traditions. But on the straggling path of a wandering samurai, is there harm in acquiring a surplus skill? I do not mean to flaunt my martial prowess, but I myself have witnessed reputable fighters hailing from across the lands. I do possess some knowledge regarding your opponent's particular skill set. Given your talents, a few hints from me will be all that's necessary to bring your opponent down.
Hang on. Don't you think you're bending the rules a bit there?
Gathering intelligence is an essential part of any duel. Besides, our favorite here has fought many battles on their journey from Mondstadt.
You betcha! Wait a second. We never told you that we've been...
Does one not leave a trail? However, there is only so much that can be discerned from these traces. Come with me. Some post-match Now that we're alone, let me cut to the heart of the matter. You are skilled in manipulating the elements, and not just a single element, but
Paimon knew that you were hinting at something from the moment...
That's right. If I'm not mistaken, you share these considerations, given your... When I talk about that which I see or hear in you, this is not poetic symbolism at play. I mean these things in the truest sense possible. Since a young age, I have been attuned to the tidings of nature. I hear the breath of the wind. It is things of this nature that I also hear from within.
As crazy as all that sounds...
My humble abilities are negligible compared to yours. To think a human could wield the elements without a vision. And not to mention your incredibly complex scent, like that of some mysterious being.
Hey, stop evaluating us based on our smell! It's weird!
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain... Extraordinary. So then, might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is that you learned to channel elemental energy, and even...
Aw, it's nothing really. Paimon just told him whatever came to mind. It's been a long journey, and many things have happened along the way. Somehow, he just naturally learned to use the elements through it all. Honestly, even Paimon doesn't understand how it all works.
Perhaps such unfathomable things are the essence of the gods and the visions they grant. However, I still wish to have the honor of seeing how you wield the elements. Perhaps it may yet reveal something to me. Of course, I too shall share with you all that I've learned. That will make it a fair exchange. Now then, let's test your skills, shall we?
Freeze! Bam! Cha! Cha! Yeah! Cool it! Can't catch me!
Rain outlines your fate.
Leave it all to me, as a dutiful maid would.
Rain cutter.
Freeze! Don't get frostbite. Who wants some of this? Attaboy! Cha! Let's roll! Yeah! Ha! Bam! Cha!
Your skills in battle are truly beyond reproach. Even with your opponent's speed, he shouldn't be able to overwhelm you. Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining balance, which enables him to execute moves that many would find impossible. He relies entirely on the element of surprise to defeat his opponents. In other words, as long as you remain mindful of his ability to detect weak points, then his attacks should pose no threat to you. Please, save your thanks. If anything, I should be thanking you for the opportunity to witness your command of the elements that defies all known principles. The world is a truly mysterious place, it seems, and one will always encounter that which is still unknown.
You seem kind of obsessed with visions, but don't you already have your own? Why are you so intent on exploring the connection between visions and the elements?
I desire to know what meaning visions have to the gods, and what influences the gods' decision to grant humans these visions. My apologies. You must be completely in the dark regarding such matters. For allowing me the honor of witnessing your mystical ways, I am willing to answer any questions you may have regarding INAZUMA. So that's what you're curious about? Then allow me to tell you more. As you well know, a vision hunt decree is currently underway in INAZUMA. Visions are a gift bestowed by the divine. People that have accepted this gift are now having their visions confiscated inexplicably, sometimes in circumstances that leave their original recipients dead. In the outset, supposing each of the 7 archons had their criteria for granting visions to living beings, then does the current Electro-Archon now doubt these criteria, or even the act in and of itself? Not to mention, with no new Electro-Visions having been granted for such a long time, it would seem that we can infer something of the Raiden Shogun's feelings on the matter.
She sounds less like an Archon and more like a tyrant.
As far as I know, she is an Archon that pursues eternity. She will relentlessly carry out her will with no regard to what others may think or feel. Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within Liyue. But what does Inazuma's pursuit of eternity bring to its people? It goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma do not fare well these days.
Sounds a lot like something the god you encountered in the beginning would do.
Oh? Have you encountered the Electro-Archon before? With time, we will change. But the Shogun will remain the same. If you wish to find her, she will forever be there. There will come a day when I too shall wish to understand the answers to eternity from her. Ah, the time for your match is approaching.
Oh, right! We got so distracted talking about Inazuma that Paimon forgot all of—
If you have no other matters to attend to, then we can return together. Very well. Let's go. I wish to see who will obtain the vision.
Why isn't he here yet? Never mind. We can start by making your entrance first. Everyone, listen up! Your attention, please! We've reached the climax of the Crux Clash! This is the final match! We've seen many exciting battles today, and now, at long last, the two finalists have emerged. Now, I'd like to introduce our first combatant. He strikes fear into the heart of Osile, and the mere mention of his name causes even the Fatui Harbingers to turn pale in the face. Introducing Liyue's Traveling Hero!
Wow! I've been waiting for this moment!
I'm sure everyone witnessed his thrilling match in the semifinals. But today's final round will surely take things up a notch. As for our other combatant, he still hasn't arrived. Oh, come on, what could be taking him so long? You can't just forfeit for not showing up like in previous rounds. This is the finals. Apologies, everyone just sit tight. We've got no other choice. If he doesn't show up, we'll just have to postpone the match.
Wait a moment. Something doesn't seem right about this. Captain Beto, perhaps we should check on the prize. Traveler, come with us.
Let me see. It's gone all right.
Huh? Did somebody—
We don't know when it was taken exactly. I never thought that someone here would have the guts to cry.
No need to worry. Even the crafty— The vision was the prize that I had offered, and it was my response.
Well, if you insist. I'll leave the matter to you then. I'll stay here and try to offer some
If you would, please come with me.
but we're on an island.
Come with me. I can sense the winds are coming.
A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there, we can continue our search for clues.
By the way, what made you suddenly think of checking the prize in the first place?
I heard the moment it was stolen.
Well, then why didn't you stop him?
You'll see, shortly.
Attaboy! Yeah! Yeah! Ha! Yeah!
The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario. The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Hoarders, they're here! Get them!
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
Have a little taste.
Let's roll! Can't catch me.
You caught up with me? How is that possible? I had even prepared a boat to ensure quick...
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
The wind? What are you talking about? Oh, I get it. Drat! If I only had a vision! Or if I could act...
This has nothing to do with visions. Additionally, your chosen escape route was flawed for reasons that are too numerous to go into. And in other words, you failed to meet...
You...
But most disappointing of all is this. It appears that the vision doesn't respond to...
Fine! I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now. I decided to register after hearing that this fighting contest was for...
Aha! So you were supposed to be our opponent!
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone all along. After watching the semifinals, I knew that I didn't Since there was no use in trying to face you in the match, I decided to put my skills to good use while everyone's attention was on you. I was convinced I prepared thoroughly for my escape. Drat. This could... I know an empty threat when I hear one. Fine. But you'd better mean it.
You know, according to the laws of the sea, the penalty for...
Huh? You're not serious?
Not to mention that the item you stole was a prize. You didn't show up for the... It seems that it would be only fair to brand the word thief on...
Whoa! We don't need to go that far, do we?
I never would have guessed you could be so cruel. If this is where talking gets me, then forget it. I'll risk a fight.
Someone leave it all to me. Time to rain outlines your fate. Witness the...
Oh, so sorry.
Just you watch. It's showtime! Attaboy!
No! Do what you want, but please!
He has persevered to the bitter end, and now death looms near. Yet still the gods do not bestow their favor upon him. Put down the vision and leave.
Huh?
What's wrong? Are you asking? It's up to you. Such willingness...
No need for that.
Huh? Paimon doesn't get it!
I take no pleasure in frightening others. When people are forced into a corner, that is when their greatest strength will appear. I thought it may be an opportunity for him to awaken the vision, but unfortunately, nothing. Yes. I wanted to know from the moment he stole the vision. I've tried many other methods, though few tales tell of a masterless. After seeing you command multiple elements, come, why don't you give it a try? I see. No matter. This was expected.
Yeah, what's the story behind this vision anyway?
The story begins with an old friend. He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenshukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god. Perhaps one day I may come to find that all I have done is meaningless. But as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in traveling and the sprawling beauty of nature that lies along the way, while still retaining the warrior way in my heart.
Kazuha.
It's just another way of saying I do as I please. All right then, it's time we returned. Allow me to gather the wind for us once more.
Did Beto leave already?
If you're looking for the captain, she was summoned by Lady Ningguang. It seems that the Crux clash got out of hand this time, and as Captain Beto was muttering something.
It's not unusual for those two to be at odds.
But still, Captain Beto was disappointed she didn't get to witness the crowning of the new champ.
The one who stole the vision was originally to be this hero. He knew he stood no chance of winning the match, thus the wicked idea. In which case, the Crux clash comes to a clear-cut conclusion.
Huh? So that's what happened? If that's the case, then the rules—
Paimon thought we'd win and all, but not like—
It doesn't matter, as the saying goes.
Yes, I believe so. Though Captain Beto is no longer— But the voyage to Inazuma is a treacherous one. In fact, the relentless rain and wind are—
Hold on a second. You're saying
Let us not forget that this is one of the 7 Archons. Suffice it to say that if you wish to journey to Inazuma, the Alcor will need some time. In the meantime, I intend to embark on a journey of my own. I will travel all across the vast lands of—
Paimon believes you'll find a way for sure.
Thank you. May both— One final word of warning.
Flavor in the world, the sweet, sweet taste of victory. And that's why I've never spent a single— or on any of my snacks. I've wanted— Oh, fair—
Astra Abyssosk. What can I do for you, traveler? Ah, yes. I've heard that you've already made arrangements with the captain. Now that I think about it, it's been quite some time.
There you are. You're the traveler that Beidou will be taking to INAZUMA, right? Oh, is that right? The fleet is nearly completed reprovisioning. What? Captain Beidou sent me to come get you. We'll weigh anchor as soon as...
Seems Beidou is the captain of...
Of course! There are many things that the captain insists upon. I'm sure you'll see for...
So you'll be heading off then? I suppose whether the journey before you leads to the heights of the... Until we meet again. Ad Ast...
Oh, it's kinda hard to...
Well, if that's how you feel, why not come and find me when you arrive?
So there's another Catherine in INAZUMA?
Well, I guess it's time for you to bid farewell to Liyue Harbor.
Okay, thanks for coming all this...
Just following orders. I'll see...
Ad Astra Abyss...
Can't catch me.
Ah, you finally made it. All these years, come rain or storm, the Crux fleet has never suffered a delay. If it were any... Don't look too serious, I'm only joking. You're... Well, now that everyone's... We set sail for the land engulfed by storm and tempest. The nation...
Anchors away!
Oh, hi there. So, you finally made it. You sure kept me waiting, Captain. And it appears we have a couple of stowaways. Or perhaps I should say, honored guests.
Shush!
You can blame your almighty Shogun. The tempests around Inazuma have been growing all the more fierce lately. Though the fleet was fully up to the challenge, the inclement weather still caused some delay. Now then, let me introduce everyone. This is Toma, a trade partner that I've gotten to know recently.
You don't know how long I've been waiting to see you.
Toma, these two are...
Oh, no need for introductions. Their reputation precedes them. Seems even the stormy seas can...
Oh, it's sure nice to hear you say that.
With any luck, it'll give you a head start here. Toma's resided on Rito for quite some time now. It wouldn't be going too far to say he's the fixer around these parts. If you run into any problems here, just talk to Toma. But if he tries to pull any moves on you, I'll be sure to deal with him personally the next time I'm around.
No need to worry. I'm sure we'll get along just fine.
Good. Then if it's all settled, I'll be going. I wouldn't want to be caught with my sails down here. I do have a wanted fugitive on board after all.
Oh, right! Kazuha!
Until next time, traveler. Remember to give it your all, no matter what perilous storms you may encounter.
Fair seas, Captain Beto! Bye-bye!
Now then, first things first. We need to go get you registered at the border checkpoint.
Paimon thought we were supposed to be keeping things on the down low. Are we just gonna walk into the government's hands?
Don't underestimate the reaches of the Sakoku Decree. You wouldn't be able to avoid inspection even if you tried. So we have to play by the rules, even if we're kind of bending them.
Hello? Please state your name, identity, and the purpose of your visit. Oh, except you, Toma. You must be new here. Excuse me? Please provide the information requested and also declare any goods you are carrying with you. Oh, well, I'm sorry. We cannot approve entry for purely personal reasons. So, unless you have a valid reason for visiting in accordance with the rules... My apologies, but I'll have to ask you to...
Here are their entry papers, for your kind perusal.
What? Ugh, take your time. No rush or anything.
I just wanted to see what you'd say. Sorry about that.
I see. Okay. Your papers are all in order. Welcome to Rito.
Whew. So, where do we go next?
The Outlander Affairs Agency. They only check entry permits here. If you want to remain on...
Sheesh. So it is super strict, just like everyone says.
Well, let's not forget that to everyday folk in Inazuma, people from everywhere else are referred to as outsiders. As the word suggests, Outlanders aren't very welcome in Inazuma with the Sakoku Decree in force. Not even on Rito, where they've established an outsider settlement. I like how you think. I've got a feeling we're going to get along very well. Now, let's head over to the Outlander Affairs Agency. Most of the current rules were put in place by the administration of Rito,
The Conjo Commission.
The Conjo Commission?
Yes, one branch of the Tri-Commission of INAZUMA, responsible for growing and managing the nation's wealth. You really haven't heard of it before?
Can't catch me! Can't catch me! Don't underestimate the beetle. They can be some of the toughest little guys around. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Want to know what's on this beetle's diet? Sweat and tears, that's what. That's how it gets stronger. I think we can all learn something from that. Can't catch me.
You've completed the entry procedures, yes? And now you want to apply for residency? Both of you?
Yes, please.
Okay, the processing fee will be 2 million mora.
2 million? For a processing fee?
That's right. 1 million per applicant, which makes 2 million total. Don't worry.
Paimon wasn't so much questioning your math as...
Ma'am, these two here are good friends of mine. I think you'll find I'm one face you recognize.
Ah, Mr. Toma, it's you. By way of courtesy, allow me to reduce it to 400,000.
Thank you ever so much, Miss Eureka. But as this is just a processing fee, I think 600 mora should cover it if I'm paying on their behalf. I'll treat you to dinner too. How does that sound?
That's not how you haggle! By all means!
All right then, as you wish, Mr. Toma. I will make a record.
Much obliged.
What? She went from 2 million down to 600? There's something seriously wrong with people's sense of finance around here!
It's not as mind-boggling as you think. A processing fee is just a figure of speech. The way some here at the agency see it, the fees are easy money, so it becomes a So when the day comes that some poor merchant from overseas with more money than sense...
Then they'll milk them for all their...
Exactly. It's at times like this that having a local friend really... Yes, but when you're an outlander in Inazuma, far from home in this closed nation era, there's very little that can be done about it. The most that overseas merchants can do to look after themselves is stick together. That's how the International Trade Association...
So it's a trade association?
Yep. And as well as advancing commercial interests. Essentially, it's an association devoted to both commercial excellence and survival skills.
Sounds like just staying alive is an achievement when you're an outlander in Inazuma.
I see. So this is the real purpose of your trip. Yes, given that you are outlanders, it's certainly a lofty aspiration. After all, the Raiden Shogun is the most exalted and revered one in all of Inazuma. She is a deity who reigns on high, while all other life gazes up in awe. Huh. I was going to say nothing is set in stone when it comes to who you will encounter in this world. Who's to say you won't happen to run into the Raiden Shogun one day after lunch?
Uh-huh. And is that likely?
Okay, I'll give it to you straight. I know of a way to introduce you to the Raiden Shogun.
Really? Wow!
I mean, it will take all the resources I have at my disposal, but connections come at a high price. No. In fact, there's no real cost as such. I like to do things in a way that keeps everybody happy.
Sounds very reasonable to Paimon. You're the man in...
Why do I get the feeling you're making me out to be some... Here's the situation. As I touched recently, things seem to have gotten more difficult than ever. The head of the association is called Carisio, and he's a good friend of mine. Go talk to him. I'll wait for you here.
Which one should I choose?
Huh? Hello there. You must be seeking refuge with the International Trade Association. Ah, good. That's a relief. You need to be careful, or you'll find yourself losing your savings all at once.
We heard the association has been having some difficulties lately.
Yes, left, right, and center. Obstacles at every turn. But
The Sakoku decree certainly makes things difficult for anyone who wants to come here from overseas.
it's not the root cause of our woes. The No. Those Mora grubbers from the...
Oh, of the three commit...
That's right. They impose They just issued a new tax decree recently that...
Crystal Mare...
something that Eventually, one of the older Liyue merchants So, in order to pay our taxes, but then we found we'd only managed to create a bigger... Now there's only one vendor who... Exactly. So this vendor keeps pushing... It's a vicious cycle. The consequence of which is that our tax... We've tried communicating with the Commission directly, but this is a nation where the cries of a few struggling merchants will never be heard over the ever-present roar of thunder. Fontaine, my dear homeland. I miss you
Sounds awful. They're really bleeding them dry. What do you think we should do? But Carice's the head of the association, and even he hasn't had any luck. Not to mention, we're Outlanders too.
Right. And besides, I think this may well be the fate they've ordained for us.
Okay. Well, we could try tackling the problem by going to the other party involved.
That vendor... I've actually done business with him in the past, but after a point he stopped contacting us. I have no idea where he sources the stuff.
Well, it definitely sounds like he's being unfair. How do we find him? We could go talk to him and see if he lets anything slip.
Hey, that's a pretty good idea. Since you're not affiliated with the association and you're new to Rito, he may just let his guard down. If I remember correctly, our usual meeting point with him...
Got it! We're on the case!
I don't think I recognize you. Are you newer? So, what do you need with me? The sheer nerve. You don't go around asking trade secret. Got it? You know what trade and secret mean, right?
This guy's got a bad attitude.
Ha! Are you even buying? Oh, I see what's going on here. Karisu and his associates sent you here to try and plead their... They're wasting their time.
Hey, what's your problem?
Get out of here, go on. Tell them they're lucky to be buying from me in the first place, and they ought to be more grateful. If it...
What are we gonna do? There's no talking to this guy. Good idea. Let's check back in with him.
Can't catch me.
That was quick. You resolved it already?
Actually, we're having a little trouble.
No? Well, by all means, tell me what... Getting you to go fixing things when you've only just arrived is quite a demand. Oh, that guy? He used to be a bit of a sorry sight, selling shells that he collect on the beach just to get by, but he seems to have suddenly shot up in the world recently. I can only assume he must have found himself a patron after leaving the International Trade Association.
Huh. You're saying he used to be a member of the International Trade Association? So he's an Outlander too?
Yes. Couldn't you tell when you spoke to him? That's right. Werner was born in Mondstadt, then went into the shipping business, trading between Leah and Inazuma. When Inazuma closed to the outside world, he was one of a group of Outlanders that ended up stranded on Rito.
Huh. What a bummer.
The International Trade Association was initially very generous to him, but over time with the...
So he left the association and turned his...
I'm sure it's more nuanced than that. I believe even the most ungrateful and cold-hearted of people still...
Really? Is that all you need to know?
Well then, it sounds like you may have found a way in with him.
What are you doing back here? Just because I got plenty of time on my hands doesn't mean I want to waste any of it talking to you. Huh? Where's this coming from? Mondstadt? You were talking about... Mondstadt? Goodness, I can sense it now. So familiar, but I can't... The scent of Mondstadt. Oh, how it takes me back. Oh, my hometown. The home of freedom.
It's working!
So, huh? What is this? What are you up to now?
Just close your eyes already!
You mean... the sound of the ocean? Leah Harbor. I can see it so clearly. Oh, and the sound of the wave. Xiao lanterns. I'm right there at...
This guy has a really active imagination. Either that or he really does...
Leah. Wait. Stop. That's enough. Don't make me relive it anymore. My poor heart can't take... You mean, the folks from the International Trade Association? Often, I'll sneak down to the shore at night and listen to the sound of the waves. I like to... I've run into folks from the association more than a few times doing just that. Don't you think I've wanted to talk things through with them and free my...
well, no one's...
They're so resilient. None of them had anyone else, so I caved. Those people. All right. I'll tell you the whole story.
You ready to talk now?
But I betrayed them. I can't show my face.
Come on, you scaredy cat. Look, you messed up. So come on, get it off your chest. What's the deal here?
It's a scheme by the tax collection Ashigaru. They start by overtaxing the merchants, then take the extra crystal. Once the merchants run out of places to buy crystal marrow, they get me to sell that extra stock back to them.
It's plain evil gouging them.
I'm their puppet, yes. But my evidence? You're right. Without conclusive evidence, he will never admit it. Now that I think about it, whenever I report back to him after a sale, he always... As it happens, I handed some Mora over to him not long...
Really? Well, then there's no time to lose. Let's go.
Can't catch me. Can't catch me.
Keijiro! It's him!
After him!
Should I close early?
It's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little!
Which one should I choose?
Ah, Ryoko, how's business?
All the better thanks to your generous patronage.
Good. Thankfully, I earn plenty these days.
Oh, but of course, tax collection is difficult work.
Should I close early? It's not like I'll get any customers.
Now, who else is behind on payments?
Who should I choose?
Let me think. Yes, the Trade Association clique still needs to be brought into line.
He's getting further and further away!
What was that sound?
Shh! Quiet! Don't let him find us!
Must be hearing things. Drat, I'm behind schedule. I need to hurry.
He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little. Huh? Where'd he go? He was right there a moment ago. Seems he disappeared in a blink of an eye. If only we made less noise.
Keijiro! It's him!
After him!
Should I close early? It's not like I'll get any customers.
Sorry. I need to think about it.
Love for freedom. Which one should I choose?
Ah, Ryoko.
Too close! That's too close! He'll notice us for sure!
Now, who else is behind on payments? Let me think. Yes, the Trade Association clique still needs to be brought into line. What was that sound?
Shh! Quiet! Don't let him find us!
Must be hearing things. Drat, I'm behind schedule. I need to hurry.
What could he be doing at a place...
It looked like he buried... a big pile of Mora here.
Let me take a look here. Aha, yes!
Great! Well, now we have our hard...
I'll...
Huh? You aren't gonna come...
I need a little more time before...
Huh. Poor Werner's a pretty...
Can't catch me.
But we really don't have anything left if this keeps up.
You know the decree. The rules are the rules. No discounts, no exceptions, and no excuse. And who are you? Another new member of the association?
It just so happens that we found your little ledger, so now we...
Huh? Is this true? You've been swindling us!
Well, you see,
Let me take a look at the ledger. Well, would you look at that? Every payment the association has made is right. So, Mr. Keijiro, it seems you have some
So you think you can use this against me, do you?
Word has it that Samurai and the...
Huh? Is that a threat?
No, not at all. I'm simply stating that it would be quite a pity.
Well, even if what you say is true, what do you suggest we do about it?
I believe you still have a quantity of crystal marrow in your possession. Perhaps that crystal marrow could be used as compensation for the recent tax hike.
Is that it?
Do you have any idea the hoops I had to...
And not even an ounce of...
So that's it? My shop's been closed for weeks now. I've even had to ask my friends to help bail me out. What about my losses?
Come on, Harrison. We've already started.
I'm sick of being pushed around like this.
Harrison!
Hey, what's all this racket? Does someone dare...
Ah, Chief, you've arrived.
What was all the commotion I heard just now?
Oh, we were just discussing a minor tax issue.
A helping hand? The only thing you're doing is stuffing your greedy pocket.
Oh, and you dare to utter the commissioner's name. You seize the merchants. We will resolve...
Uh-oh. This is go...
Gentlemen, come now. Is there any need for this?
Who are you supposed to be? And why in my right...
You never heard of the Fixer?
Here's my card.
Huh. You're from the Yashiro Commission.
Shh.
Huh. Well, this is Kanjo Commission territory. However...
Of course not. Still, perhaps you could show the young lady of our clan some courtesy. You wouldn't want your name showing up in a petition to the Shogun, would...
That fan. The Shirasagi Himegimi. I don't need any trouble with her.
But, Chief!
Enough! We're leaving.
Let's get dinner one day soon, gentlemen. My treat, I insist. No response, huh?
Thank you so much, Toma. But I'm sorry your relationship with the Kanjo Commission had to...
Hey, I was joking. It's a small price to pay, and you're more... If nothing else, I'm sure the tax collection Ashiga...
Toa?
Shh, not here. Too many people listening. Let's move... Corruption seems rife. All right, time for me to answer your question. Straight to the point. Let me reintroduce myself. I belong to the Kamisato clan of the...
You've been... So, the Yashiro...
Correct. The Kamisato clan is the head of the Yashiro Commission, who manage ceremonial and cultural affairs. I'm just someone who was fortunate enough to be taken in.
Seems like she must be super...
Oh, most definitely. She's graceful, dignified. Her fame even somewhat eclipses that of her older brother, Kamisato Ayato. Despite the fact that he's the current... I suppose those who treat others with compassion earn them. You're asking the right questions. And to be honest, I don't want to keep you in the dark any more than is necessary. Firstly, you should know that being a fixer is not something you can fake.
Still pretty good going for just a month's work.
Well, maybe I have a slight knack for schmoozery. But the main thing was, I had to make sure Inazuma may have closed off to the outside world, but that hasn't stopped a lot of... So, when Miss Kamisato heard of your intention to come to Inazuma, she began looking forward to your arrival with great anticipation. That is, that you have what it takes to change
the tide of the...
In the test I gave you earlier, although there were a few hiccups at the end, navigating powerful people, using... With your help, even the Vision Hunt Decree... That's an unexpected Yes, of course.
Toma sure...
Well... one more thing. This invitation... Good luck with everything. See you soon.
Toma's not such a bad guy, huh? Huh? What's up? Oh, right! Paimon Wait, so... Did Toma forget that too? Oh, darn it! No wonder he was so matter-of-fact about the whole thing! As soon as we get off Ritu, Paimon's going straight to Komura Well, guess we should give it a try. If you want to taste monster...
Stop there.
Sorry, but we really gotta get to Narukami Island.
If you don't have a travel permit, this is as far as...
As a traveler, you gotta think of something. Are you saying we should go and meet with the con? Guess it can't hurt to try. Who knows? Maybe he's our biggest...
Halt! This is the Kanjo Commissioner's office. No trespassers.
We're here to see,
The Kanjo Commissioner seldom entertains Outlanders. Leave now or we'll be forced to...
Wait.
Oh, Commissioner!
These two are honored guests from afar. No need... Come on in. Let's see what we can do for you.
Did you...
My sincere apologies.
I am Hiragi Shinsuke, Kanjo Commissioner and head of the Hiragi clan. It's an honor to meet you both.
Nice to meet you, sir. So, the reason we wanted to come and...
All right, all in good time. Two travelers renowned far and wide have shown up to see me, and I should
So what you're saying is...
Absolutely. How many other people in the world have what it takes to knock the wind...
Exactly! Paimon thinks you...
And I hear you also foiled a Fatui plot in Liyue Harbor. Even...
Whoa, you heard about that too? Yep, it's true, all right.
As I thought.
Something wrong?
No. I'm simply awestruck by you both is all. Rito is greatly honored to have you visit us. One other thing I heard about you is your great zeal for helping other people. This makes me wonder whether you might be so kind as to render your assistance to the con.
Oh, sure, no problem. Whatever you need.
Excellent. Well then. You must know the Genshin, a flower.
Yep, we've picked a few of those before.
Yes, bring me 300 Genshin wood.
Did Paimon hear that wrong?
Too much trouble, is it? Then how about this?
That sounds much more like it.
709 letters to be precise.
Hey, what gives? How come...
Terribly sorry. We're just a little short on people lately.
What sort of an explanation is that? Traveler, what are we going to do? Should we really help this guy?
That's the spirit. Don't keep me waiting too long now.
Can't catch me.
Halt, you two! Miss Hiragi has a letter for you. She insists that you read it.
A letter? Quick! Let Paimon see! So this means she wants you to see... But you didn't seem surprised at all by this. What's going on? Huh? Have you been up... Let's...
Ah, you finally arrived. This is technically the second time we have met.
Wow. She's the daughter of the Hiragi clan, all right.
No need to be so formal. I've long marveled at your accomplishments, and at last we have the chance to meet.
Is it Paimon or...
The reason why I wanted to secretly meet you here is, well, I feel...
Discuss what?
Ahem. I should like to ask for your help with delivering a letter.
Like father, like daughter. Couldn't you be...
No, you misunderstand me. I was hoping that you could deliver a letter to Narukami Island in my stead. My father has always forbidden me from communicating with him. He knows that there are prospects for my There is no one who would dare defy my father's will on Rito.
Ah, Paimon gets the whole picture now.
Of course, in doing so, to be perfectly honest, as long as you remain in INAZUMA...
Yeah, we figured as much. It was...
I secretly overheard a conversation between my father and a very... They seem to be discussing how to keep you here on Rito. We don't have much time. I'll tell you my plans to help you off the island. It just so happens that a shipment of goods is... Very well. I'll be waiting for you at the border. I'm counting on you to deliver my letter. Hold on, please. These goods are being sent to What a...
My lady, this is an unexpected honor.
Is there something wrong, Lady Hiragi?
No, as you were. My father
My lady, you aren't suggesting that you intend to escort this shipment personally?
Please, do not cause us any further delay. If memories...
Yes, of course, my lady. It's just that...
Now, need I remind you of the penalty? If... Do you really presume that you can
Boy, Chisato can talk.
Yes, my lady. Very well then. It's an honor to
Shinojo, you can't...
Well, the request is from Lady Hiragi herself.
Yes, but that's not the problem here.
Well then, if we're through here,
Yes, my lady.
My lady, please stay back. We'll handle it.
Not as well as we'll handle it. They're seriously considering taking this job? It's absolutely ridiculous.
Attaboy! Dodge this! Bam! Oni coming through!
Picked the wrong test subject. Picked the wrong test subject.
Can't catch me.
Another test subject.
Rain cutter.
Freeze!
This monster sighted. Prepare to counterattack.
Protect Lady Hiragi at all costs.
We'll take care of this. Stay with Chisato.
It's showtime!
To the berry.
Let's roll!
Watch out! More monsters inbound!
Lady Hiragi, stay close.
Dodge this!
Light blade!
Steady as stone.
Oh, coming through!
Finally, I did.
Attaboy!
Let me read you a verse.
Don't get frostbite.
You win.
Bam!
We can take refuge in the village up ahead. How are you faring, my lady?
I'm perfectly all right. You may stop here. In my letter, I've requested comment.
My lady?
So that's how it is.
No, Lady Hiragi would never hide anything from us. I'm sure of it. But
I'm not afraid to say that...
the one...
Shinojo, did you...
What? No, I was...
You two needn't worry. Please, forget that this ever happened. If my father catches word of it...
Yes, of course.
But what will happen if you're...
Don't fret. My father has always been one to spoil me. The worst...
Huh. Paimon never suspected...
I wish you a safe journey. I'm sure we will meet again.
Bye, Chisato!
Come now. Quit your staring and let's get moving. We've got goods to shift.
All right.
Can't catch me.
How can I improve my culinary skills?
Can't catch me. best flavor in the world? The sweet, sweet taste of victory. And that's why I've never spent a single mora on any of my snacks. I've won them all, fair and square. That's right.